Hey, be a squid and subscribe to my mediocrity. So I finally sacked up and played Assassin's Creed Unity. And I want you to take note of that. Played and not revisited the game. Yes, that is right, boys and girls. Lord Squidius has never played Assassin's Creed Unity. When this game first came out, all I ever heard was run away from this game. It is a complete and utter mess and it is not worth any kind of money. I heard things like the story is trash, the gameplay is garbage, it was buggy, all the hell, and not even worth $60, little alone $5. Straight up, I bought this game for $1. Not even kidding. Ever since I got it, I've just been having at thee for a couple days now, and it is quite possibly one of the best Assassin's Creed I have ever played. There's probably a lot of people that would disagree with that, and that's fine. But to put it simply, this game is just straight gold. I can't even lie. I'm not sure why this game is so hated, and this was so jarring to me that I just had to start looking further into it. And to my surprise, a lot of people actually hated the story and the gameplay, which I'm actually kind of into both of these things, so what the fuck is even happening right now? I guess to start off, let's just talk about the story and get it out of the way. For those of you who wish to not experience any spoilers because maybe you plan to play Unity or something, go ahead and leave now. But with that being said, let's talk about Arno and his weird-ass Templar girlfriend. Yeah, this man was simping for a Templar, boys. It's getting real spooky right now. So if anything, Arno was probably the center of hatred when it came to Unity not being a favorable story in terms of the main character. You gotta understand, he's got big shoes to fill coming from Altair, Ezio, Edward Kenway, and so on. As you can imagine, an Assassin Templar love story is probably not what the people are looking for at the current time of release, but to its credit, it is done fairly well that I was still invested enough to care about how Arno proceeds with his choices. From start to finish, I cared about Arno and his quest to settle down with the crazy lady that he's always cared for since they met, and even in his adolescent years, and I felt this setup was actually to the story's strength since we got to see how they met and interacted with each other. Moving forward, Arno's father, who was an assassin, was murdered by the Templar Order, and Arno, witnessing his father's corpse laying there, Francois de la Serre takes Arno into his home, which is rather strange given that, you know, this fucking maniac is actually the Templar Grandmaster, and just, oh my god, why and how? This explains how Arno and Elise got so close due to de la Serre taking in Arno, who is now growing up alongside his beloved child girlfriend thing. It's all very well described. Now, to save some time on this video, the rest of Unity can be summed up by saying it's basically a revenge love story, so to speak. De la Serre is killed in front of Arno, and Arno is framed for it. He's got imprisoned, meets a fellow assassin. Arno doesn't care about the assassins at all. He just wants to, you know, fall in love with Elise and settle down somewhere in France or some shit. He gets out of prison via French Revolution, meets Elise, who now blames him for her father's death. Then Arno joins the assassin in hopes to bring de la Serre's killer to justice, and that doesn't happen. Well, it does, but it's all fucking convoluted garbage. Then essentially you go on a whole ass journey to find out who it is, and then you find out who it is. He gets away. Elise hates you now again because he finally just runs away, and then she leaves you. And she sits your ass on that simp corner and just says, fuck it, I'm done, I'm out of here, you failed me for the last time. Then, like, I don't know, 2 months later or something, she realizes, oh shit, I need that idiot's help, fuck, I just left him, god damn it. So she re-enlists Arno, and oh yeah, by the way, he got excommunicated out of the order because he was murdering people and acting on his own. Wow. Who would have guessed the guy who doesn't give a shit about assassins or Templars would do something like that? Then Napoleon's short ass shows up out of nowhere, and then I just don't care anymore. That was long-winded and annoying. Let's move on now. So in terms of gameplay, right, how does the combat work? What sets this bar here for, you know, how does it compare to like Black Flag, Rogue, Syndicate? I haven't even played Syndicate yet. I gotta get to that. But point being is the combat is actually still rather simple and caters to the previous Assassin's Creed fans. It's not this weird, crazy horseshit that Odyssey is. It's sort of the same as everything prior to Unity. You parry, get a strike, boom. They took away the instant kill from the parries, which is super depressing because I fucking love that shit. So minus 10 points for that. However, the parkour and free running is probably better than anything I've ever played, including Odyssey. It is simply god tier with how much freedom you have, and some of the buildings are actually accessible so you can utilize a lot of your environment and it's not just wasted space as in some of the other games. Not to mention the stealth aspects were actually a nice change of pace, and I felt like a real assassin rather than just jumping on people's heads and stabbing them for free. It felt like there was real consequences for whenever I took that plunge into somebody's freaking neck. It was insane. Sometimes I got impatient and just went for the kill. Then I ended up having to fight like 80 different guards, and it was just kind of stupid. I was like, fuck, dude, I gotta be more methodical with this shit. So while it was a bit more annoying, at the same time, it definitely put you more in the mindset of how to be an assassin rather than just, you stabbed the guy, you good job, you did it. Also, no fucking boats. Thank God, dude. I am so sick of boats, and by today's standards, I already know that Valhalla is going to be a boat central game, so I'll get ready for that chore later on. But Unity was a nice change away from the Ubisoft's stupid boat practices. It is so annoying. Overall, Unity's weakest point is probably the story, but I still liked it for what it was. I'm not going to complain about it. It really was what it was. You may hate that it has nothing really to do with Assassins and that Arno is not necessarily a dedicated character to the Order, but at the same time, it was its own thing, and I felt like Ubisoft was stepping out of their comfort zone, and it wasn't too bad. Would I have liked some more Order stuff? Absolutely, but at the same time, I felt like this change was really, really nice. Not to mention, the combat is relatively the same, so I still get to feel cool when I get to, get those sick parries, and the free running is just outstanding. It is simply the best in the series, completely, hands down, no question asked. If you guys want to try out Unity, I recommend it highly. If for nothing else, just a time killer until some other games come out, which is rather soon, but fuck it. Unity is definitely worth a play. At least you can compare it to other games and have a reference point. It is definitely worth a pickup at least once. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.